guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. All right, so in this month's installment of Crack the Vault 2024, hosted by Poetspice, a bunch of us are doing a monthly collaboration in which we either use things that have been in our stash forever or things that we've never used before that's in our stash. And it's a use your stash type of collaboration. The majority of the people in the collaboration are all crafters. Definitely go and check them out. They are all linked below. And this will be released every third Friday of the month at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I think that's the standard time that Poet lives in, and she's the one hosting it, and so it's her rules. Now for this year, I am going to be doing something journal related every single month, and that helps me kind of plan out what I want to do, but also gives me less stress about figuring out, well, what am I going to do this month, that month, whatever, because I don't generally do a ton of crafts. So what I wanted to show you today is my word journal. Now this is a new acquisition, and I purposely purchased this for the two notebooks you're going to see inside. This is an A5 one-piece Hobonichi cover, and this was for 2024. Oh. I also think they had one for 2023, but I didn't pick that up. Now, warehoused in here are actually two distinct creative journals for me, and you will be seeing these on my channel throughout the year, whether it's in this collab or just as a journal with me, I don't know. But I have an A5 day free Hobonichi on this side, and that's going to be my anime journal. And I also have an A5 Avec Hobonichi Techo, which is going to be my word journal. And this is the one that we're actually going to focus on today. Now this probably looks a little strange, but when I open it, I did want to see what the type of journal was, although this is the back cover. And so I'm going to take this out. So on the actual front cover, I've left it so that it can be decorated more once I'm done with it. This isn't something I plan to do on a very frequent basis. I'm hoping once or twice a month at least. But once it's done, because I do have the other half of the year, then I can fill this out to the time frame this actually spans, because I'm not looking to fill this in a half a year. I just chose the half a year Avec because it's thinner than the regular one and it's lighter. And I did want to warehouse these two journals together. So I can still play with the front cover, but because the front cover is stuck inside, I really want to focus more on the back cover. This is from a paper pad that I've had in my stash. Actually, I think it belonged to my sister, so it's at least 10 years old. When I do some stamping, and I'll show you the stamps that I have these two sets of peg stamps. I have the medium American typewriter bundle, which has the uppercase, the lowercase, and all of the additional there. And then I have the papyrus font, also in medium, and this has the numbers, uppercase and lowercase. And the way these things work is they literally slot together. And so you build your words, you only have at max 2 of some letters, not all. But when I'm stamping, I prefer to stamp everything I think I might need instead of stamping every time I need something. So sometimes I'll actually save things up and then stamp all at once. To me, it's just an easier process than just doing one word, taking this all out, because the problem with this, and the biggest con with this, although to me it's still not that big of a deal, is eventually you're going to have a bunch of stamps scattered on your desk. And I thought, well, I'll just stick them together in whatever order, but then the next time you use it, then it's not easy to find. So when I'm using it, I only actually ever use either the uppercase or the lowercase, because I don't want to have to separate them and then put them all back together again. Then I always put them back together in the same order that I have. It does take a little bit of time, but then I know for future Johanna, it's all in the alpha order so I can easily find when I'm doing the next bunch of bulk stamping. And I think they are really cute. The ones that you see in a lot of journal videos, that's just either upper or lowercase alpha, that one's easier, but then for every letter, because they don't stick together, then you're stamping one at a time. I literally build words as much as I can with the letters that I have. And if for any reason I don't have enough letters, then I'll stamp as much as I can and then add on two, because yeah, there's only one N in the sets. And so I did the first 5 letters and then the next 2. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I am stamping this. But yeah, I do really enjoy these, and I've gotten quite a bit of use of them for 2024 in my various journals. But that's a tip if you have something like this. I will link whatever I can in the description box below if you're interested. Now, when I work on this is actually going to be taken out of that cover and then used the correct way. I did, this is a vellum sheet that I just taped down. This is going to be pretty long term, considering I don't plan on using it very often, and so I can always add to, but I just put a little decorative thing. I glued these 2 pages together and already have regrets, but whatever, it's not something I'm actually going to be dealing with. And then instead of using this for the month that it's in, because again, this is not going to be anything that is time or date specific, this will just be a place where I can put words of the month or words of a section, because there's 6 months of daily pages in the back, and so I can use this for whatever. This really is up in the air. The monthly section right now is up in the air. What I really will be focusing on is 2 of these sections. And that is these weekly setups, although again, I'm not tied to a specific day, as well as the corresponding daily section. And what I mean by that is, this is an A5 Hobonichi, just regular, so it's a regular cousin. That's the full year that my brother had purchased at the end of 2022. To test out for 2023. He realized that he did not really like it, and so he gave it to me. And what I decided to use it for was just test out some layouts. If you're interested, I'll link this video in the description box that gives you different ideas on how to use your weekly section. And one of my ideas was to do a word a day. Again, I'm not doing this every single day. I work full time. YouTube isn't my job. But on the days that I come in here, I plan to use 1 vertical column in just this method, where I have a word and I'm probably going to either write it or stamp it. I'm going to try and keep this as flat as I can, because I know my anime journal is going to get a bit chunky. Look up the definition of the word. Do a little bit of journaling about the word, and then look for a quote that includes the word. And that's going to be in that weekly vertical day section, as is right there. But then in the daily section, for the corresponding day, so whatever I put on January 1st, in the daily section, then I plan on doing something like this, where I look up the word in a different language, Chinese, Korean, French, Elvish, whatever, and then phonetically how it's said and then what it means. And then just having this probably more of a feature, because it's going to be the full day. Again, I'm not going to be using much of any of stickers or washi. It's really going to be just the drawing of it and some colors, because I've got tombos and Crayolas and whatnot. And I think that'll be a really interesting way to kind of fill out a journal. I'll have tons of space on a daily basis. In fact, I could do 3 different types and it could change every time. And again, I've got a structure where I can use a column every time I want to do this. And whether it's I do 1 word a day or I do 5 words in a sitting, whatever it is, I do have the space and place to play with that. And then when I'm done, I just slip it back in to the very back column. And then I've got my two journals in here facing each other. This actually stays on my desk, so I don't need to have to close it. Like I said, I do believe that this anime one, because I will be putting in stickers and whatnot and printouts, will get a lot chunkier, that I want to keep this as much as possible to just pen only. And as I go through it and I work on pages, then I'll definitely share that with you guys. All right, guys, I'd love to know what you think so far. Let me know in the comment section below. That's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.